Hello and welcome to Fluent Thrive. This is a place for learners who want to speak English with more confidence and ease. I'm Olivia, and I'm here to help you speak English more naturally, step by step, day by day. I will be speaking slowly and clearly so you can follow me and repeat after me. Take a deep breath. Relax your shoulders and just listen for a moment. You know that feeling when you study English for a long time, but when someone speaks to you, your mind goes completely blank? You know the words, you studied them, but in that moment, they just disappear. That happens to so many learners, and I want you to know that is completely normal. It doesn't mean you are bad at English. It doesn't mean you can't learn. It just means you haven't practiced speaking in the right way yet. And today, that is going to start to change. Today, we are going to talk about something very powerful, something that language learners all over the world use to become fluent faster. It is called shadowing. And by the end of today, you are going to understand exactly what it is, how to do it, and how to make it part of your everyday life. So, let's begin. First, let me ask you something simple. How do babies learn to speak? They don't study grammar books, they don't memorize word lists. They listen, they watch, and then they copy. They hear a sound, they try to make the same sound. They hear it again, they try again. And slowly, naturally, the language becomes part of them. That is exactly what shadowing is. Shadowing means you listen to someone speaking English and you repeat what they say at the same time, or just a second after them. You copy their voice. You copy their speed. You copy the way they go up and down with their tone. You become like a shadow of that speaker. That is why it is called shadowing. And this is not just a fun idea. Scientists and language teachers have studied this method. It works. It really works. Now, let me explain why it works so well. When you shadow, you are training your mouth, your ears, and your brain all at the same time. Most people study English only with their eyes. They read, they look at screens, they write things down. But speaking is a physical skill, just like playing guitar, just like swimming. You have to use your mouth. You have to practice making the sounds again and again until it feels natural. Shadowing does exactly that. It gives your mouth the practice it needs. And there's something else. When you shadow, you stop translating in your head. You know what I mean, right? That little voice inside your head that takes the English word and turns it into your native language before you understand it. Shadowing helps you skip that step. You start to feel the meaning directly in English, and that is when things get much easier. Okay, so now you understand what shadowing is and why it is so powerful. Let's talk about how to actually do it. Don't worry. It is simple, and I will walk you through every step. Step 1. Choose your material. You need something to shadow. You need audio or video in English with a clear speaker. The best choices for beginners are podcast episodes spoken slowly and clearly, like this one. You can also use short videos, English learning channels, or even audiobooks for children. The key thing is this: choose something that is not too fast and not too difficult. If you don't understand most of the words, it is too hard. Choose something easier. You want to understand about 70 to 80% of what you hear. That's the sweet spot. Step 2. Listen first. Don't repeat yet. Just listen. Close your eyes if you like. Let the words wash over you. Feel the rhythm. Notice where the speaker pauses. Notice which words sound strong and which words are soft. English has a very musical rhythm. Some words are heavy, some words are light. Listen for that music. For example, listen to this sentence. I want to go to the store. Now, a native speaker doesn't say every word with the same strength. They say something more like, I want to go to the store. I want to go to the store. Do you hear how some sounds blend together? How want to becomes wanna? That's natural English, and shadowing helps you learn it without even trying, because you are copying the real sounds. Step 3. Now it's time to shadow. Play the audio and speak along with it, just a half second behind the speaker, like an echo, like a shadow. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Don't stop to correct yourself. Just keep going, keep moving with the speaker. Let's try it together right now. I'm going to say a few sentences slowly, and I want you to repeat after me. Say it out loud, not in your head, out loud. Ready? Every day I practice English. Now you say it. Every day I practice English. Good. Let's try again. I am getting better and better. Now you. I am getting better and better. Beautiful. One more. Speaking English feels more natural every day. Now you say it. Speaking English feels more natural every day. You are doing so well, truly. Now I want to talk about something that stops a lot of learners. Fear. Fear of sounding wrong. Fear of making a mistake. Fear that someone will laugh. And I want to say something very gently but very clearly. That fear is lying to you. Every single person who speaks English fluently today made thousands and thousands of mistakes. Every single one. The difference between them and someone who never improves, they kept going anyway. They spoke even when they felt embarrassed. They repeated even when it felt silly. They kept showing up day after day. And fluency came not because they were talented, but because they were consistent. You can do this too. I really believe that. Now, let me talk about the most important word in language learning. That word is daily. Not sometimes, not when you feel ready, not when you have a lot of time. Daily. Even 10 minutes every day is more powerful than 2 hours once a week. Your brain needs repetition. It needs to see and hear English regularly to make it feel normal. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't water a plant for 3 hours on Sunday and then forget it all week. You give it a little water every day, and slowly it grows. Your English is the same. So, how can you shadow every day, even when life is busy? Let me give you some real ideas. In the morning, when you are getting ready, play an English podcast. Listen while you brush your teeth. Repeat sentences in the mirror. On your way to work or school, put in your earphones. Listen to a short English audio. Whisper along with the speaker if you can. At lunch, instead of scrolling on your phone, watch a short English video. Pause it. Repeat what you heard. Play it again. In the evening, spend 10 minutes doing focused shadowing. Choose one short paragraph, listen 3 times, then shadow it. You don't need hours. You need consistency. Small moments every day. That is how fluency is built. Let me give you a simple shadowing routine that you can start today. Pick one short audio, 2 to 3 minutes is perfect. Listen to it once with no speaking. Just listen. Listen again. This time, try to understand every sentence. On the third listen, shadow along. Speak out loud following the speaker's voice. On the fourth listen, focus on the sounds you got wrong. Try to copy them more closely. Do this every day for 1 week with the same audio. Yes, the same audio. I know it might feel boring, but repetition is exactly the point. By the end of the week, those sentences will feel easy. They will feel natural. They will start to feel like your own. And then you move to a new audio and do it again. Now, let me teach you something called chunking. Native speakers don't say words one by one. They say them in small groups, in chunks. For example, they don't say, I am going to the market. They say, I'm going to the market. Do you hear the difference? Let's practice chunking together. I'll say a sentence in chunks, and you repeat each chunk. Ready? I'm going. Now you say it. I'm going to the market. Your turn. To the market. To buy some groceries. Repeat. To buy some groceries. Now say the whole thing together. I'm going to the market to buy some groceries. Yes, that is natural English. And now you just said it. You just spoke like a native speaker. That felt good, didn't it? Let me also share something that many learners don't know. You don't have to shadow perfectly. A lot of people listen to the audio, try to shadow, and then feel frustrated because they can't keep up, because they miss words, because they stumble. But here's the truth. That stumbling, that is learning. When your mouth struggles to say something, your brain is working hard to figure it out. That struggle is not failure, that's growth. So the next time you feel frustrated during shadowing, I want you to smile, because that frustration means you are doing real work. Take your time. Slow the audio down if you need to. Use a slow speed on YouTube or your podcast app. Most apps let you play audio at 0.75 speed or even 0.5 speed. That is completely fine. Use it. Start slow, build up. You are not in a race. Now, I want to talk to you about something a little deeper. A lot of learners say to me, Olivia, I just don't have confidence. I know English, but I'm scared to speak. And I always ask them, how much do you actually practice speaking out loud? And most of the time they say, not very much. And that's the answer. Confidence doesn't come before speaking. Confidence comes from speaking. You get confident by doing the thing you're afraid of, over and over, until it doesn't feel so scary anymore. Shadowing is perfect for this because you are not speaking alone. You have the speaker's voice guiding you. You follow their words, their rhythm, their energy. It feels safe. And slowly, you start to trust your own voice. Your voice matters. Your English matters. And every time you speak, even quietly, even imperfectly, you're getting closer to fluency. Let's do one more shadowing practice together before we finish. This time, I want you to really feel the words as you say them. Don't just say them mechanically, feel them. Ready? Follow me. Learning English is a journey. Say it with me. Learning English is a journey. Some days are hard. Your turn. Some days are hard. But I keep going. Repeat, but I keep going. Every day I am improving. Say it. Every day I am improving. I am proud of myself. Now say this one and mean it. I am proud of myself. Because you should be. You're here, you're learning, you're trying. That's everything. Before I let you go today, I want to leave you with a few gentle reminders. So remember, you don't need to be perfect to practice. You just need to begin. Shadowing every day, even for 10 minutes, will change the way English feels in your mouth and your mind. Small steps taken consistently lead to real fluency. Don't wait until you feel ready. Start today. Start right now. Make English part of your morning, part of your commute, part of your evening. Make it part of your life. And that's when real fluency begins. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. You are not just a learner, you are someone who is growing every single day. And I am cheering for you always. See you next time on Fluent Thrive. Take care of yourself and keep going.